Hello, lovelies. Welcome to the Virtual Assistant Prep, where we talk everything on how to succeed as a skilled, sought after virtual assistant. My name remains Coach Bella, your one and most trusted coach. So, today I'm going to be teaching us how to use Trello, a project management tool. Basically, as an executive assistant or a virtual assistant, you are expected to know how to use a project management tool. You need to have the basic knowledge about using project management to like Trello, Asana, but today I'm going to be talking about Trello. So you need to know how to manage tasks for your employer's team. You need to know how to delegate tasks to each members of the team and how to monitor and keep track. So when you use Trello, Trello can be used to achieve all of this function for you to create tasks, reminders, and for yourself and for your entire team. So today I'm going to show us how to do this, and voila, let's watch it. So let's start. Now what you do, the first thing you do is you go to trello.com to create an account with them. If you don't have account, you need to sign up. Okay, create a Trello account, click on it, coming up. Okay, here we are. Now you can either create the account with email and password, or you can use your Google, that's your Gmail, your already existing Gmail, to log in or to sign up. Or you can use your Microsoft, you can use your Apple ID to do that. So for me, I love using my Gmail because it will not require me, inputting my details one after the other. So I'm going to input my Gmail, use my Gmail to sign up. Let's go. So after creating our account on Trello, now let me explain some terms here that you see here on Trello. For example, workspace. Now, what is a workspace? A workspace is like the main container or a team hub. Now, it is where all the boards live. These boards, they live inside a workspace. A workspace contains them. And you can also think of it like as your organization. Yes, as your organization or your project space. That is what a workspace is. Now, board. What is a board? A board represents a project or a big task you want to manage. Let's say for example, let's say we are doing a website design, or a social media planner. We can create a board for it, a new board for it. Now we also have lists inside a board. Now the lists help you to organize the tasks. List, when we create a board, now we see list, it helps you to organize the tasks, within the board. That is what a list does. We also have card in the list. The card is like an individual task or item inside a list. It is where you add details of the particular task, like the description, due date, attachments, comments, checklist, the urgency, and all of that. That is where you add. That's what the card contains. So let's start. We're going to create a new board now. Click on create. Let me hide this. Click on click, click on create. Now, what is our board title? Let's say um Isabel Isabel project. Let's just use this project. So who do we want this to see this project? Let's just put it on private so that it's only members of this board that can see it. Or if you say workspace, that means anybody within the workspace can see it. But now we just want it to be confined somehow. So we use private. If it's public, that's anyone on the internet, provided they have a link to it, can see it. But let's just put it on private for now. So we just want only people in this particular board. And now let's say I employ two virtual assistants, to help me with my projects. So we click on create. Sorry, click create. Okay. So this is Isabella's project. Okay. Now this is the background for Isabella's project. The background. I think it's beautiful. But you can still change it if you want to change the background. Let me see somewhere here. Okay. Yeah. Want to change background. Let's click on that. I was supposed to change it for us. So let's see. These are photos. Let's see which one is here. So we can change to any one we want to. If we are okay with this, we can change to this. Mm-hmm. You can see. But I think this one is not too fine. Or if you don't want this background, if it's just color you want, you can also do that as well. So let me just get think let's go with this. With this. Let's go with this. Okay. Okay. So we are good. Just click outside here. Okay. Now we want to do what? Add a list to this board. Now what did I say a list means? A list help you to like organize your board. Okay, a list help you to organize your board. Now I'm going to give this list the two virtual assistant that I hired. Let's say this is Janet. Sorry, Janet's tax. Okay, let's add another list. Paul's Paul's tax. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's add another list. Review. That means if you need to submit the project for review. Then completed projects. Okay. Projects. Also add another one. Okay. So now we're going to edit each of this list. You know, a list is what it helps you to organize your tasks. So now we are going to it represents the stages of the workflow. Like let's say to do and all of that. But now we're going to do what? Add a card. What I say a card is the individual task or item inside a list. Now, what do I want Janet to do? What are the tasks I'm assigning to Janet? Let's say I want Janet to so I want to edit this project the board name. I want to edit it to okay, Isabella's project social media management. Okay. Okay. Social media management. Now let's go to Janet's task to add cards for Janet. Let's say Janet is the content planner. She's a content planner. Okay. Now content planning. Okay. Is the one in charge of the content planning. Let's add another card for her. That one will be content creation. Content creation. Let's add another one. Engagement and community management. Okay, that's what she's supposed to do for us, so for the clients and community management. Okay. I think let's just stop here. Now I need to work on that's the list. I need to work on each of the card. I need to edit it to give in more information about what Janet is expected to do on each of the tasks. So we double click on this. Okay. So we can do what? Edit it to add more details as well. So let's add label to this to show the urgency of this particular task so that when she comes on board and see the task, you know that, oh, this task is urgent, she needs to work on it. So she needs to prioritize, she needs to know how to prioritize tasks, so she can meet up her daily tasks at the end of the day. So the label, click on it. Now, red, let's use red. Let's edit this. Let's use red for urgent. So this task is urgent. So when she comes on board, she will know that this task is urgent, so she needs to work on it. Okay. Let me just configure the labels. Um, this one. This one is high. Sorry, I'm not supposed to check it. I'm editing it. This one is high. I just need three. Okay, no, need four. Okay. This one. Let's just use this one. Sorry. Let's use this one to be medium. Okay, medium. Mm-hmm. Then let's use this one to be low. Low. So we know that we have just four priority for attack. So let's remove these ones. The ones that are not in use. Remove it. Save. This will be deleted. Yeah, delete it. Okay. Now let's remove this one as well. Delete it. So now what do we just have? We have four labels. So which one are we going to assign to this particular content planning? Let's assign urgent. You tick it. So it's here that this particular task now is what? Urgent. Now, what date? We need to set a date that this task needs to be done, a due date. So let's put it on Monday. Even it's urgent on Monday by what time? Let's say um 10 a.m. on Monday. 10 a.m. on Monday. So we set a reminder one day before Janet will get reminder. So save it. Okay, this is the due date. Now, do we have checklist for this? We need to add a checklist. Now, a checklist is more like a sub task for a particular task. So it's often used when Janet, let's say for example now, when Janet is working on this content planning and she's done with a particular task, she should be able to come and click on it and comment as well. So let's add checklist for this particular content planning. So the first one is what? Research, research trending topics. Okay, that one is added. Then another one, create monthly monthly content calendar. Content calendar. Another one, plan campaign hashtags. Okay, so we have how many here? I want to untick this. I'm not having this. Untick it, please. Okay. So this. Let me add the checklist again. Let me re-add them again. First one is research trending topics. Then topics. Sorry. Second one is create monthly content calendar. Third one is plan campaign hashtags. Review content ideas with the client, which is the last one. Review content ideas with the clients. Okay, with the client. So this is it. So once Janet is done, she just need to come and do what? And tick whatever task she's done with. So now this description now contains more information about what she needs to do. More like a guide where she's going to get her curate her topics from. Let's say use keywords everywhere to search trending topics. Trending topics. You know, more like you're giving her a guide. Then use Google Sheets to do what? To create the content calendar. Okay. So let's just use this too. So once she's done, she will just do what? Once she's done with her tasks, she just have to tick. Okay. Just have to come here to check all these boxes. And also, let's save this. Also, once she's done, she can come here, you know, to mention whomever she's supposed to report to. Oh, at this I'm done. Let's see if okay, it's just me. Yeah, I'm done with my project. Once she's done with my projects, with the tasks, and you save. Okay, once she's done, then I add a member here. I'm supposed to add Janet, but she's not added to the workspace yet. So it's just me. So I have to assign it to myself. And this is it. Okay. Now we're done with this. You click on the side. Okay, this is it. Now the second one. Okay, double click. Let's work on it. You're not going to add much, so I don't consume so much time. Okay, so we just add label. We choose. Let's say this one is high. Okay, showing high due date. Choose a particular due date. Um, let's say 5th. What time? Let's leave it at 10 a.m. Is it recurring tax? No. One day is okay for to set due date reminder. I will save. Okay. All right. Still working on this. So now, are we adding any member? Yeah. Supposed to be Janet. Let's just add myself. Okay. Are we adding any attachment? If you have any attachment you want to add to help Janet's productivity on this particular task, you add it. Then any description, you still add descriptions. If you want her to, you add a description to guide her on what she's supposed to do. Then checklist, you can add checklist as well. So let's say write captions. Uh-huh. Then let's add another one. Design graphics. Design graphics in Canva, you know. Want to add another one, review with the clients. So whatever she has done, she needs to review with the clients. So Trello is very simple to use. Like I said in my previous video, that for beginners, it is easy. It's one of the most simplest project management tool that you can use compared to ClickUp. ClickUp is more advanced. So that's that. Then she can leave a comment once she's done, you know, to notify the clients that she's done so they can review. So that's that for Janet. Now, Paul's tax. So what do we want Paul to do for us? So for Paul now, what are we adding? Now, Paul is the virtual assistant already. Janet is the social media manager and Paul is the virtual assistant. So let's say Paul's tax will be daily admin tax. Admin tax. Admin tax. Okay, for the first one. The second one would be um the second one, let's say research work. Research work. Let's just leave it at two for now. So let's customize each of the card. Double click as usual, add label. We already created our label. This one is urgent. So Paul will know that this is urgent when it comes on board. Now, what dates are we giving it? On Monday. Okay. It needs to complete this task by Monday. So we save. And okay, let's assign to Paul. Although I've not added them, so it's me. Still assign myself to it. Is it? Now any attachment, if you have any attachments, we can add. So checklist, yes, let's add checklist for Paul. The number one checklist will be check and respond to client's email as a first task in the morning. You can respond to client's email. Respond to client's email. Email. Mm-hmm. Number two, organize inbox. Organize inbox. Uh-huh. Number three, review review and update client's calendar. Updates client's calendar. Mm-hmm. Then do we have any other one? Okay. Prepare daily tasks. Prepare daily tasks summary. Summary for the clients. Clients. Okay. Okay. So it's showing here that Paul's tax is what very urgent. So that is what we are supposed to do on the other one. We also add, but I don't want to waste so much of our time. So this is it. Now, once the task is being completed by either Janet or Paul, what they are supposed to do, Like for Janet, we have some of our checklists to review with the clients. So that means we have to move what? We drag and paste here. It should be under review by the client because she's done and she needs the client to review. Now for Paul does not need anyone to review his work. What he just needs to do, move it to what? Completed tasks project. Now if the client notice that Paul did not complete a part of his task, the client can take it back, to Paul and leave a note as well on the comment and leave a comment. Okay, and leave a comment here. Let's say at Paul, mention Paul, but Paul is not here, it's still me here. Kindly complete the meeting schedule. Okay, let's just say that schedule. So once Paul comes on board, he will get notified about this. The client saves it, you know. So Paul will be what? He will get notified. So instead of this task to be here completed, Paul has to what? Work on it. This is the comment. So Paul will open it and he will see that he needs to do what? Work on the projects. So that's that for using Trello. Trello is very simple and easy to do or to navigate. So I always advise newbies and newbies and starters, virtual assistants to always do what? Embrace Trello, to start their project management gigs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, to like and to comment as well. So if you want me to do any video, any content, you can also leave that on the comment section below and I'll definitely do it. Thank you so much for watching and staying glued to my channel. Bye for now.